Hello beans, I'm Roy and this is the Blue Bean Harvest number 3. Welcome to all who would listen. We are awakening humanity on Roy's radio. With me, shell of a man labelled Roy Thomas Dow. So, this is Blue Bean Harvest number 3 and we're looking at 4 questions today with some other bits of stuff thrown in. It's just all off the cuff. I'm not running on scripts. I might read a little bit of poetry. There's 3 poems that I might read you, but we'll see how time goes. I'm very mindful. I don't want to go over 20 minutes today if I can. Just make sure that we're cooking on gas. We are. Okay, so what is God? These are just fundamental bits and pieces I'm going through. What is God? God is the accumulated awareness through experience of everything and infinitely more. um, how does God work? God is creative, both within and expressing without, and we are God as part of that expression. And how are we working? How are we in relation to God? What's all this sort of about type thing? Is that we grow in our awareness until our vibratory level, because of our position, the way that we view everything, is elevated, and transfiguration ultimately is when we become aware of the absolute that we are. Yeah, it's very simple. So, how do you awaken? How do you awaken? So, I've said in Blue Bean Harvest number 1, I mentioned a figure of around 75 million people, which is a very small number of people. The truth is that there's an expectation that there will be a mass awakening. So, how do we achieve this? Start with these 3 things as the foundation. Forgiveness in the way that we encounter things in our experience, our perception as a victim, our perspective as someone that's full of guilt through what we've done. Excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry. Bless me, bless me. Me, bless me. Thank you. So, forgiveness. Choice in every moment. Every moment in awareness, we have the ability to just pause, to gather ourselves, as it were, remind ourselves of who and what we are and where we are. When I think of the dynamics of position in the sense of the perceived realities, when we actually bring it all back to origination, you can see that notion of cube, and in the middle, everything is. It doesn't matter where the perception is, whether it's me here or you there. Its relation to the center as a point of origin of the perceived projection of creation in some way, shape, or form, because we can't see it in the sense of an outpouring from a single source. But to me, in my mind, the position of me and you is the same. There is no difference. Our, our, our point of awareness is the same. And all of the awarenesses ultimately are like a billion and billions and billions and billions of perspective, all joining and forming one, because we have expectations through experience, and these are built on through what we think of as time. but it's just a continual process. This is what I talk about, just a repeating cycle of day. Yeah? Okay. All right. So, let's try and relate all this back to an individual, you, watching this now. Okay? So first of all, understand that there is no such thing as wrong or right. Okay? There is just, in the sense of negativity as an experience based on an encounter of two or more people, we have someone who is receiving unloving action, word and thought, and we have someone that is delivering unloving word, thought and action. And what we can do is we can just remind ourselves when we wake up that we have choice. In every moment of awareness, as soon as we wake up, we have choice. So I said in number 2, I think I talked about Benny the Butcher of Gaza. Yeah, or you know, I'm going to start talking a bit later about Trumpty Dumpty, you know, in the States. What a nonsense that is. But that's just a perception. That's a perception from small mind, ultimately. Did you see how these things just creep in? Anyway, we have choice. Donald, I love you, yeah? Benjamin, Netanyahu, I love you, I love everyone. Yeah, because I understand where these are coming from, yeah, based on fear. I remember watching Trump, the first time I saw Trump, just cutting back to this, the first time I saw Trump, I just knew him. He was, I just think it was in Europe, and the Japanese Prime Minister or whatever it is was walking out. It was over on the right-hand side, and Trump ran in front of him to be first. And that tells you everything you need to know about the man and why he is not a suitable candidate as a president for the United States of America. Especially not after everything he did the first time. What an absolute nonsense. And it really does demonstrate and show, sadly, the ease with which the American public can be duped by nonsense and idiocy, which is really sad because I love the States. You know, I grew up as a little man with all the movies, everything was all great about the States, and then to see you in this ridiculous farce, it's just such a joke. How can anyone take you seriously? Anyway, that's me. That's just I shouldn't. I can do what I like. I say what I like. So forgiveness. Forgiveness of self is very important. Self-love is very important. Choice is very important. Choice will lead you in the right direction by making the right choices, the right hand of God, the right hand man of God, the right hand lady. Yeah, sons and daughters, there we go. So, forgiveness of self in the sense of a victim, forgiveness of self as a perpetrator, yeah, of something that others have deemed a crime, perhaps. Because we're all God, we judge ourselves. Yeah, this is the point. It's not a question of I'm God, I don't have to worry about things. It's like, well, that's not the point. That's not the purpose. Yeah, we're all better than what we currently are, constantly, all the time. Yeah, until we join with the absolute that is the big G. Yeah, rather than the small mind. Yeah. So the small mind is the ego. It's fearful, worries about self, worries about everything. Yeah. So, forgiveness of self, choice, do the right thing. Do the right thing. What is the right thing? The right thing is to show love. That's all it is. Very simply. Unconditional love to everyone and everything. That can mean by avoidance even. It doesn't matter what the interaction is, as long as it's not unloving. Yeah? Anyway, so we're God. We're an individualized, an individuated expression of God's awareness. And when we think of ourself here in this illusion, the illusion is the perception of self. It's not creation. Yeah? Creation is a place for us to experience divine creation, as in heaven. And we're not there because we focus on self and we're not loving. I want to remind everyone at this stage about the books. Please buy the books. There is, it's not a normal process, I'll give you that. Just paying money into account to cover the purchase of whatever you want. Hopefully it's all for. And then sending me a remittance advice and an address with your name, and I'll post everything out. It's the only thing I can do at the moment, and I really need your support, and I would appreciate your support, and this is all part of the catalyst for me at the moment. So it's driving me to do the awakening now. Yeah, if you can see that. So Turning the Plough is 20 bucks. Charlie's Poem is 16 bucks. Charlie's Guide is 20 bucks. Strawberry Angel and the Bean is 25. I've got another 2 ready to go. As I say, I'll get those out as soon as I can. I've started Facebook. I've done a Facebook group called Blue Bean Harvest. I'm putting the links for the videos there, and you can put comments there and questions. Please be sensible. Again, if you find that I annoy you, ask yourself why, because the answer lies within you. It's got zip to do with me. How about that? Yeah, that's not just dumping it on you. You're the one with the issue. Potentially. Maybe no one has got any issues as they watch me. That would be nice. Everyone comes in love. We like that. Excuse me. Anyway, let's just check the time. Oh, good. So just, I might just read one poem. I might read 2 actually. I'll read, it's a short one called Big G. Page 123. Sorry, that amuses me. Yeah, there you go. Okay, Big G. I wrote this on the 6th of December 21. I am that I am, and so all I can be. I'm one and I'm all, and of course family. I'm here and I'm there, in the present and past. When all's said and done, I'm the first and the last. Think abracadabra, create as you see. With no limitations, you set yourself free. I'm here in the present. Believe it, it's true. Where am I? The mirror. My darling, it's you. I like that. That's good fun, good fun, good fun, good fun. Anyway, let's let's leave that there. So remember, for forgiveness, when you wake up in the morning, I'll just have a look at something. Just remember that you are not a human being, you are God being human. And yes, remember that you're God being human when you wake up in the morning, and then throughout the day, think of everyone that you see as just God being human, okay? And until people become aware of that notion of, hold on a minute, I'm not just this, what I think I am. I'm not just that, what they say I am. I'm God being human. And from this moment on, things can be different because I choose them to be different. And we're going to start forgiving everyone in our life because we understand that people are weak. People have weakness. It's easier to just say or do something without care or concern or worry or love, rather than actually exercising some self-control and not doing unloving things. Anyone can be an arse, yeah, but doing the right thing, being loving, showing unconditional love to a stranger, yeah, that takes strength and courage. Okay, anyway, that's forgiveness. Choice. In that moment, from now on, from now on, from now on, you are going to just pause and say, hold on, I've got a choice. I'll do the right thing. I'll do something different. And every day cycle from this moment, your life gets better and better and better. I was going to say brighter, and brighter, because you let more light in, more love, more light, more light, more love. Yeah, and then this way the divine reaches down and it energizes you. And this is how you begin to show more self-love, to love yourself more, because you understand that you are the one divine being. One divine being, human. Till next time, beings.